The surprising power of small habits, wordy tales, though it may sound simple. The truth is that whether we succeed or fail in life depends mostly on our small daily habits. Many successful people have said the same thing. Nothing great happens in a single day, but when one day adds to another and those days turn into habits, that's when the foundation of success is built. Most people dream of doing something big. They want to achieve greatness, but they often avoid the small daily steps needed to get there. Without realizing it, phrases like "I'll do it tomorrow" or "I'll start later" slowly become their biggest enemies. This is the story of a young man named Ethan who had big dreams but no direction. He was intelligent and full of potential, yet his life was messy. He hoped that one day something magical would happen, that success would suddenly appear in front of him. But life isn't a movie where everything changes overnight. Ethan lived in a peaceful town. He was an average student, not the best, but not the worst either. He dreamed of being successful, but his biggest problem was lack of discipline. He often left tasks unfinished, ignored responsibilities, and found it hard to stick to a routine. He made big plans every week, but never completed any of them. Whether it was studying, exercising, or learning something new, Ethan always said, "I'll start tomorrow." But that tomorrow never came. His parents and teachers reminded him to be consistent and regular in his efforts, but their advice didn't make much difference. Ethan believed that only big efforts could bring big results, and because big changes scared him, he never began anything at all. One day, while walking through the town, Ethan met a kind old professor. The professor saw his frustration and smiled warmly. "Ethan," he said, "do you know the real secret to success?" Curious, Ethan shook his head. The professor said, "Success doesn't come from doing something big all at once. It comes from small, daily habits, repeated over time." The professor then began to tell him a story. A long time ago, he said, a farmer planted a bamboo seed in his garden. Every single day, he watered and cared for it. But after 1 year, nothing happened. 2 years passed, and still there was no growth. Other plants around him grew tall, but the bamboo stayed the same. People laughed at the farmer and told him he was wasting his time, but he didn't stop. He kept believing and caring for the seed. Then, in the 5th year, a miracle happened. Within 6 short weeks, the bamboo shot up more than 80 feet high. Everyone was amazed. The farmer smiled and said the seed wasn't doing nothing. It was growing underground, building strong roots to support its future height. Success in life is just like that. Small habits may seem meaningless at first, but over time, they build the foundation for something great. Ethan listened carefully. He realized he had been waiting for big changes, ignoring the small habits that could truly transform his life. He asked, "Sir, what kind of small habits should I start with?" The professor smiled and said, "Let me share 7 habits that can change your life forever. First, wake up early. Waking up just 1 hour earlier every day gives you 365 extra hours a year. Imagine what you could do with that time. Ethan decided to start his mornings early and use that time for self-improvement. Second, read every day. Reading only 10 pages a day means finishing at least 12 books in a year. Those books can change your mindset and your understanding of life. Ethan loved stories, so he promised himself to read something positive every day. Third, set small goals. If you write just 200 words a day, you can finish a whole book in a year. Drops of water eventually make an ocean. Don't wait for perfection. Start small and stay consistent. Fourth, stop procrastinating. Whenever you feel like delaying a task, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and start immediately. Or tell yourself you'll just do it for 2 minutes. This breaks hesitation and builds momentum. Ethan tried it, and soon no task was left for later. He started finishing things quickly. Fifth, practice gratitude. Every night, write down 3 things you are thankful for. It shifts your mindset from complaining to appreciating. At first, Ethan found it silly, but after a few weeks, he felt lighter, more positive, and truly happier. 6. Exercise daily. Just 10 minutes a day can strengthen both body and mind. You don't need the perfect gym, only the habit of moving every day. 7th, limit your phone time. Before using your phone, ask yourself, is this helping me grow or wasting my time? Games and social media can steal hours from your life without you noticing. Ethan realized he had been wasting precious time online and decided to use his phone more wisely. Over the next few months, Ethan followed all these small habits. At first, nothing seemed to change. But after 3 or 4 months, he started noticing differences. His focus improved, his results got better, and his confidence grew. By the end of the year, Ethan had completely transformed. He became disciplined, responsible, and organized. He no longer waited for big changes. Instead, he built his future one small step at a time. Years later, Ethan became a successful entrepreneur. People often asked him, "What's the secret to your success?" He would smile and say, "Big results come from small habits." Success isn't about luck or talent, it's about consistency. Just like the bamboo, your growth might not be visible at first, but with patience, discipline, and daily effort, you'll rise higher than you ever imagined. So ask yourself today, what small habit can you start right now? If this story inspired you, please like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to Wordy Tales for more meaningful stories that inspire growth, peace, and purpose. Stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward.